Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from group 3. We will present about our mastery. The title is Consonant Manner Features, and the members of our group are Devi Novitasari, Fiska Andani, Sri Dwi Wahyuningsi, and Siti Amelia. The first mastery will be delivered by me. Glitz. Glitz are a consonant whose sound is characterized by a movement of the articulators from one position to another. Glitz includes speech sound where the air stream is frictionless and is modified by the position of the tongue and the lips. There are two kinds of the glit. The first is labiovelar glit. Labiovelar glit is a sound in which the flow of air out of the body is altered by first the shape of the tongue, with the main body of the tongue, not the tip, being raised toward the volume. The soft part of the roof of the mouth far from the front teeth. It's about as far back in the mouth as can be reached with the tip of the tongue. And the second is palatal glit. A palatal glit is a sound in which the flow of air out of the body is altered by the shape of the tongue, with the main body of the tongue, not the tip, being raised toward the hard palate, the part of the root of the mouth just behind the alveolar ridge and forward of the volume. For many speakers, the lateral edge of the midsection of the tongue can be felt pressing up against the molar teeth. And the next mastery will be delivered by Devi Novitasari.
About liquids. A liquid is a consonant produced when the tongue approaches a point of articulation within the mouth but does not come close enough to obstruct or constrict the flow of air enough to create turbulence, as with fricative. Unlike nasal, the flow of air is not redirected into the nose. Instead, with liquids, the air is still allowed to escape via the mouth, but its direction of flow is altered by the tongue sending it in different direction within the mouth before exciting the lips. The unique sound of each liquid is affected by the position of the tongue and the way in which the exhaling air is directed around it. There are two primary types of liquids: lateral, in which the air is directed towards the sides of the mouth, and non-lateral, in which the flow of air is altered but still directed forward.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Amalia. I want to explain about part 3. It is a nasal. Nasal is a part of a consonant. The basic characteristic of a nasal consonant is that the air escapes through the nose. For this to happen, its soft relative must be lowered. In the case of all other consonants and all vowels, the soft palate is raised and air cannot pass through the nose. In nasal consonant, however, the air does not pass through the mouth. It is prevented by complete closure in the mouth at the sound point. M, N are simple, straightforward consonants with a distribution like those of the plosives. There is in effect little to describe. However, N is a different matter. It is a sound that gives considerable problems to foreign learners, and the one that is so annual unusual in its phonological aspect to some people. The example of nasal, it is him, lamp, room, game, limp, lamp, lamp, jumps, one, thin, soon, mine, send, sent, pond, and sun. When or an is found before another consonant, as in some of the examples above, the voice or voiceless nature of the vowel consonant has an effective of the length of the path, the vowel and the nasal consonant. It is very similar to the lengthening or shortening of the vowels. Example like sit and sit. And is often syllabic. That is, it occupies the place at the center of the syllabic, which is usually occupied by a vowel. Both are words laser, lace and lezen have two syllabic syllables.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ridwi Wahyunisi. I want to explain about obstruent. In phonetic, obstruent is a consonant sound formed by obstructing the airway. Obstruent are subdivided into classifies, fricatives, and affricates. Obstruents are protopically voiceless, so voice obstruents are common. That contrasts with sonant, which we are rarely voiceless. Obsonant sounds are consonant sounds. They are produced by locking the air passage, which then generates an increase of air pressure in the vocal tract. In other words, an obstruent sound is a sound production which involves a closure of the vocal that interferes with airflow. As regard to this definition, based on the manner of articulation, some sound categories which can be dividedly labeled as obstruents, stop, fricates, and affricates. Stop, for example, are categorized as obstruent because they are met with a complete and momentary closure of airflow through the off cavity. Two products to block the airstream flow throughout the nasal cavity and the oral airflow is then obstruent. These bilabial, dental, alveolar, palatal, velar, ovular, and glottal place of articulation can be categorized as obstruent. A linguistic like cat for example, clavicle trial sounds as obstruent. The basis of this classification is that a major obstruction to airflow happens in the production of the sound. The regard to the state of vocal fold vibration, obstruents are commonly voiceless. For example, the blockade of airstream by the vocal tract in the production of voiceless vowel. Jadi obstruent itu dalam fonetik adalah bunyi konsonan yang dibentuk dengan menghalangi jalan napas. Obstruent dibagi lagi menjadi plosives, fricatives, and affricates. Jadi obstruent itu pada dasarnya tidak bersuara, meskipun obstruent bersuara biasa terjadi. Hal ini berbeda dengan soronan yang jarang tidak bersuara. Bunyi obstruent adalah bunyi konsonan yang dihasilkan dengan cara memblokir saluran udara yang kemudian menimbulkan peningkatan tekanan udara di saluran suara. Dengan kata lain, suara obstruent adalah produksi suara yang melibatkan penutupan saluran vokal yang mengganggu aliran udara.
And kind of vowel, there are syllabic, consonantal, and the third sonorant, and the last approximant. A syllabic consonant is a phonetic element that normally pattern as a consonant but may feel a vowel slow in the syllable. In the other word, a syllable consonant is a consonant that can form an entire syllable on its own without any vowels. Usually, a syllable contains a vowel. However, e, and sometimes function as syllables by themselves. Example: battle, cattle, cotton, button, listen, fasten, reason, prison, saddle, paddle, sudden, and burden. Another example: weasel, tunnel, mantle. And the second one, consonant. Consonant tiny p sounds such as the represented by T, G, F, or Z. That is characterized by an articulation with a closure or narrowing of the vocal tracts such that a complete or partial blockage of the bow of air is produced. Consonants are usually classified according to place of articulation, the location of the structure made in vocal tracts such as dental, bilabial, or velar. And the third one is sonorant. Sonorant, in the phonetic any of the nasal, liquid, and glottal consonants that are marked by a continuing resonance sound. Sonorant have more acoustic energy than other